today's session. All right. So let me discuss. Uh, we have gone through a very detailed level of understanding of Power BI since from last, you know, 5 session. This is our today's session related majorly with the Power BI. Yes, we're gonna go ahead with the Tableau. I'm gonna, you know, have a word with the MIT team for whether we need us specifically for Tableau also, because in last class that we already discussed about our the same concept. It will be a data analytics concept that we talked about, data modeling concepts. We did the data modeling. uh, Arpandeep Singh, I believe you want to say something.
Sorry, I just forgot to
Okay,
complete on.
no worry, thanks. Keep your those who are not talking, please keep your speaker on or probably audio on mute. So we discussed about the data model. We discussed about SQL, basic SQL, how we can create DDL, how we can create, do the DMLs. Uh, we have touch base each component in the Power BI. If I talk about each component, that means how we can, analyze the data, how we can do the ETL work, and how we can transform that Power BI, right? So those stuff we did in since from last 5 weeks. Okay. And I have given the one, assignment yesterday. Did anyone try it at the end? I believe. Oh, Arav is saying yes. All right. So do you want to share it, Arav? And go ahead and keep your. Can you share your screen? I want to see. I would just. Yeah, great.
So I've tried few things here with the data we have. I've tried comparing the cost versus the price. I've tried saying how many customers were in the first year. Out of the total customers we had, how many customers ordered in first year. I've tried what color sold the most. Then
I want to see. I really want to see the data model first. Yes, correct. Just
to be
all
honest,
tables.
I only had to. I didn't had to do much here because as soon as I loaded the data that was provided, uh, I would say 60% of it was done. I just did for the last. So when I did my visualization, I was able to do page 1 and page 2 with what was existing. For page 3, I had to create some, or I have to give this two-way access.
Right. Correct. But I know it is called the auto commit joins, which
It didn't
usually
even
have it.
ask me. Like yesterday, you showed, right, that there would be a pop-up. Would you like to use an auto? I said no, but there was still few things already linked. So I
There
told no.
are in settings in the very first
Okay.
lecture that
Okay.
we option and settings that we usually not put unchecked.
But your voice is cutting.
Go to the file. My voice is. Let me just a moment. I believe there is a lag. Just a moment. Is it my voice proper now? Araf, is it good or is it coming?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
much
better.
better. Okay, great. So go to the file. Go to the file, upper side, upper side. Yeah. Go to the options things. Go to the options. Data load. Go to the data load. See, auto detect the new relationship after the data is loaded. See,
Okay.
always put it okay. I mean, see, I'm not wanting, see, this is where, see, this is where the data is appropriate. Data is very good. Data is already uh, developed in a such a way that all the relations are in place. That means customer key in the customer table, product key in product table, sales key, territory key. Those are named. That's why when you start creating the visualization, you didn't have any issues. Always remember, you can put it detect, but make sure once you click OK over here, make sure that in case, let's say you have to deal with, you know, assumption that you want to deal with the different both way, understanding that sales data. Let's do rearrange properly, I believe. Rearrange properly. Uh, get your all the dimension in the upper side and all the fact would be at the below side.
Uh,
Fact is sales data. Fact is the sales data. Put it downside, yeah, and rearrange it. It will be a very good understanding when you do it, yeah. Put it yes. And put it left hand side cells. There are two cells data, right? Okay, fine. You can put it yes. You can put it 2021. Category, you did not join it, right?
no.
Yeah, you can join
Subcategories.
it. Yes, you can join it with the subcategory. Is there any key in product category? There will be a product, there will be a category key, I believe, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay, makes sense. All right. So go back, save it. All the key columns you have given it. What are the measures you have? See, guys, this is what I want you to, have it. See, this is very much good understanding where you can create your own data model and create the visualization. I want you to, can you please show me where do you have created the measures?
So
Can
I've
you share?
created one at total custom, like when I counted the customers. Apart from that, I have just summarized the data. I have just
Okay,
created one measure.
okay, that's fine.
I
Let's go.
tried to, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Wanna say
So I was
something?
trying to create another one, but it was I had to join two tables for it, and I was not able to do that. So that's one of my question to ask. I was trying to measure the like for sales data that we have.
Mhm.
We know that how many quantity of item we ordered, and we know the product key as well. I wanted to calculate the cost that this particular order was charged. So I wanted the product key price multiplied by quantity and have one row here, but I was not able to do that.
No, this will be done in fact, not in product, right? So what you need to do, you need to create a measure for this.
Yes, I was trying to create a measure, but does that have to be a new table or that could be in a existing table? Uh, So
No,
like
here, yes,
the way we
here,
added total customer as a part of customer lookup, does this be a part of product lookup or this could be a new table?
this will be a not, you can, create your own new table, like right click on new column or new table, go back to your, this, yeah. There will be a new table also you can create in home. Go to home. There is a new table also. You can create a new column, but
Just a
you
minute.
can create one thing that you can create. Hold on.
Okay.
You can create one column. Create a new column over here.
But in the
Click on
Power
that.
Query, right? Not here.
Yes. Here also you can create it. You can create
Okay.
it, or else you can create a measure. Let's do, instead of delete that, right click and or delete it. Okay. Create a new measure. Right.
Hmm.
Call that measure as order quantity.
We already have order quantity. This would
That's
be
what
order
you
cost, right?
want. No, order cost. I'm gonna tell you, because order cost we already have it in product, right? So
Okay.
we already have a relationship between product and sales.
Yes.
We can drag it in our
Yeah,
report.
I can
See,
see
product
product
with
and sales. Yes.
we have it, right?
Yes.
Let's do one thing. Let's go back to your uh where we were. You go back to your table format. We created the measure, right?
Yes.
Yes, created the measure.
One second.
Go back to your measure. Where was you did not save it, I believe. Okay.
This
Now
will
what do
be
you want to
called.
do it?
I want to
Quantity
cal
with the,
quantity with the product cost and get a orders total amount, how much it costed.
okay. For that, what you need to do? Order quantity you have it,
Yes.
right? That means for each order, that will be taken care by the new measure where you're gonna do it in report. Go to the report. Go to the report.
I
Report view. Report view. Here, create the not create the one more view, or who can create the visualization.
okay.
Insert. Go back to the insert. Create a new visual. Here you can drag what you need, the
So
product
I need,
quantity, right?
yes, order quantity.
In sales data, we have that the order quantity with,
Yes.
right? Now what do you need?
Cost. So that would be in product.
Yes,
Um, for now, let's, yeah. Cost.
product price. There is a product price. There is a product price, right? The
Yes. And I
product name.
want,
Get the product name, model name, or product name, model name. First one. See, you can change this value with the appropriate. I mean, this view is not properly. No, this is fine. Go to the visual above the insert. There is a visual, right? You can share. Yeah. This is where you can see.
perfect. Okay.
Got
So
my
we don't,
point?
yes.
This is how you're gonna understand where you, what are the things you want to, because here you're gonna create a relay, because how we got it due to the go back to the model view. I'll show you. I mean, I'm gonna explain you. Save it. Don't delete it. Save it. Control S. Put it Control S. Okay.
There was
Now you,
this,
yes. Go back, and what was that product key?
yeah,
Yes. 1 to, what is that? 1 to many.
many.
Yes. So that's why it gave us the answer. What is the order quantity with respect to the model? And it's giving me the each price, right?
Perfect.
Yeah,
And then I've just compared all particular sales
right.
results. This is from 2020,
Great.
2021, 2022,
Great.
and this is items returned. So if I click on Australia, this will show me how much was in Australia
You can
particularly.
double click on that. Double click on that. Is there any? No. The blue area. Yeah. Correct. Double click on that. Is there something showing up? The area. Yes. Double click on that.
Nope,
Ideally,
only this comes up.
okay. Okay, it is coming as a property. Okay, because it will give you the much insights of, because it is a pie chart. It will not gonna give you, because it has
Yeah,
only the
that
with
happens here.
here. That's
Right.
why. Okay, it's a pie chart, so that's why it will give you the very huge understanding what are the values this gives us, right?
Okay.
So any other people or folks, those who tried it, at least you can put it one more text, out of grid job. You can put
Hey,
it the
sorry, I
text.
stopped sharing. I have one more question though.
Okay,
Uh,
go ahead.
can I rename these titles? Because this
Yeah,
all
yeah.
says country by region.
Yes, you can do it because it is country by region. You can do one thing. You can rename it text box. That's what I'm about to say that. Click on text box and write it there. Write it in the upper side. You cannot remember because it is counting on the basis of the region, right? You can write
Okay.
it off and say this. Keep your size number as 20 or 22, or let's say 30, 28. Let's say 28, and say this. What are you counting? The territory key, right?
Hmm. This is the territory. So this is the count of what sales were done in which territory.
Right.
So this
Okay.
is for 2020, 2021, 22 and return.
So you can say sales per per, no, don't say that. Sales per region per year. Yeah. Make it little in a way that drag it. Make it in the bold. Control A, Control B. Make it wider. I want this to be in the very single. Make it, yeah, singles. Make it single line. Make it a proper line. Yes. Make that into front upper side. Make this to, yeah, get this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
this to be aligned in the above. Okay, it went off. Okay, you can have to control Z it, control Z it, I believe. Ideally, it should come it.
Nope.
Oh, it went off. Anyway, it should come. Okay,
It is
anyway,
here, but it's gone. Nothing's written in it. Sorry about that.
that's fine, no problem. You can keep 32 and write it and keep it in bold. Or territory or region. Make it region. Or else you can say that in a very understanding way. Total sales per region. Total sales per region. Please close it. Total sales per region. Yes, this makes more sense. That gives me each region. And if you want to see the year, it is already there. Now you can place it in a such a way that it should not override any of my visual. I know this is something that you need to take care. I believe it is. Do it in a
I'll
arrow. Do it in arrow. Click it and do it in arrow. Yes, yes. Do it in arrow. It's always better. Keep all the other little bit down. Or a small. Yes. And you can name that region. I know you have just have to align it in a middle so that it will give me a proper, you know, I want this has to be in the middle.
just
If
one
you want
second, sir.
to,
I'll figure it out.
No, it is just a dry. Yeah, this is just, you just have to, correct. You just have to do the little resizing it. That's it. Yes, and make it that is in the middle. Correct. Little bit right side. Yep. This is perfect. Right. Now this gives me a proper idea, and put page number 1. Right. Page number 1, double click on that and write this sales per region. Don't say per, sales region, because it makes sense, because it should give me the proper region sales. Yep. So it will store like this. Okay, if I want to see the sales per region, it will go back to this visual. If you want to go ahead and see the page 2, if you want to know,
So this is
uh,
count by month. So in which month, how many orders were there by every sales year?
right. So you can call this as, quantity, product quantity, because it's all about the quantity. I can say order by month, product name, and the order date by month. So you can say that product quantity. Third one.
And this, I was just trying other things.
Okay,
This
that's fine.
has no
So these are
same theme.
okay. Great. Great. Good job. You know,
Thank you.
Araf.
Yeah.
Any other one that anybody tried it, guys? Apart from, you know, Araf that have did, I believe he might have got a very good hands on, probably. So anybody tried it? Dipti, Ekta, Pratik, Deep, I believe. If not,
Sorry, but I didn't attend yesterday's
okay.
meetings. That's why,
Oh, no worry.
because
So
of
I'll,
some personal reason. Yeah.
okay. So I believe I'll gonna ask, probably I personally say that, okay, my video is off. I'm sorry. Uh, I personally say that don't miss out, at least, because these are the, analytics tools, and I know there will be a you know the recordings will be available, not definitely, but when you actually have, and when you actually do that in the class, right, you might have come up with the questions, right? This is the question I'm getting in my head, so you can directly ask that questions right away and get your questions and answers ready, right? So today basically I was about to ask you,
I'm
and
sorry, one more question. After
yeah,
this is done, so how it works? Do we publish this?
yes, we can publish it.
Okay.
Yes, share.
So that's
There is a share.
in the home screen, there is an option to publish. That's the
Yes, you
end
can
process,
publish
right?
it. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. You can directly give that. There will be a link will be created, or there will be a, one Power BI file will be created. You just have to give it to them directly. So automatically they will gonna see that what you have created the visualization. So today more about the, let me open the,
And can we change the format, or it will only be in PBI format? Like, can we create a PDF through it, or if it has to be in
uh,
a slideshow or something like that, we just take a screenshot, or there is another way to do
no,
that?
no. Let's say if you want to do it, then it will be have to, we can create export it in PDF also, right? We can export
Okay.
that in PDF so that we can share it to the, it is a kind of PDF that we open that, like any PDF, it will be open like whatever you develop the visualization, it will open in the PDF. If you
Thank
want that has to be in the cloud services, then we don't have that option, because it will having the cloud services. It is not free, and we are using the free desktop for a Power BI. Yes, for exporting the that to PDF, that can be done. sharing and give the link to the any of your friends, colleagues, or any one of them. You can give that link, and it can be directly open in the Power BI format, and or else you can export that. Say whatever the file you saved it, give that direct file to the in your attached email and get your dashboard visualization, right? Let me share my screen today. I'm gonna go over today. I'm gonna ask you few of the things how I can, because today is the thing that I want to understand how much did you understood about the formatting that we are gonna go ahead. Those who missed out, I'll gonna quickly go ahead and show you that how you can do the visualization. See, this is the visualization which those who missed out, I'm gonna explain it a very, we already discussed in the last class with the very hands-on practice, but I'm gonna go over with the basic practice. Those who have missed out, for them, that I'm gonna quickly show that what are the new visualization that we can do, right? So best practices, what we need, data, right? For visualization, what we need, the data. What we need next, the formatting and the filter. As we're gonna do it, we can create the report, we can use that report and parameters, and we can create that DEX, that is data analytics calculation, and utilize in our reports and give us the goals, right? What is the what is the total count, what is the sum, what is the quantity? So gives me a proper understanding of what is my data, or what is how my data is look like, so that I can take the appropriate answers, right? See, the key questions. What type of data are you working with? Is it financial data? Is it time series data? Or is it geopolitical data? So those are if it is working on the banking sector data, healthcare data, right? So what kind of data you're gonna work upon to visualize, right? What do you want to communicate? That means, okay, I have a data, but what do I showing the visualization, right? What I can communicate and show them that, okay, this is what I want to show you guys, right? So what will gonna communicate? I can compare the data, compose those data, that means convert and do the ETL work, transform it and give that distribution to the vendors, or maybe the higher management, and say that, hey, this is the sales, total sales that we had it last quarter or last month. So in upcoming uh, quarter or a month, we can have a better you know sales ready if we do this, depending upon the previous data. So that for that we need a visualization, right? And who is the end user and what they need? Analyst, manager, executive, as I said, right? These are the end users who uses this visualization, right? Analyst is the one, manager, senior manager, executive, they're gonna ask you, right? I need this data to be visualized and for a better business for a next quarter or for next month. See what kind of data you're gonna see. That is the type, and what kind of communicate you're gonna do. Comparison, you're gonna compare it. You're gonna compose that, gonna each breakdown, right? And end user is analyst, manager, and the executive. This is analytics, as already we shown it. We have just now seen it, right? Product data, gross revenue, that means total revenue. How much revenue I have? Transactional records, how much product size, product cost is. What is the customer data? That gives me user facing dashboard. We created it is not called the reports, it is called the dashboard. It has the multiple reports, one or more reports, that is called the dashboards. And dashboard design the framework, define the purpose for what you need, choosing the right metrics, that means measures, what are the measures I want, present the data effectively, right? That means what data I want to show so that it can effectively shown and it can be utilized for the upcoming to grow my business, right? Eliminate the clutter and the noise. That means I don't want to show the key formats, and I don't want to show that the what are the keys that those are involved. I just want to show what is the total count, what is the total amount, right? Those kind of stuff. For that, we need to understand this design first. So that here also you can see serve the distinct purpose, right? Clear the audience, that metrics and the visual provide the simple and intuitive user experience. Give the very simple understanding. So this is how the data can be utilized. Just now Arav also shown us, right? How he can create the data. Same way you can create, this is a box, check box, total amount of revenue for per year. If you want to see that per yearly, you can see that what are the revenues. If you want to see the charts, what are the customers monthly related revenue, orders and returns, if you see, right? And those entries, if you see over here with the table charts, all are the visualized. That is called the report and the dashboard views. This is called cards, as I said, right? It will gonna give you the direct unique customer. If I want to see the unique customer, I'll gonna use the cards. If I want to see the what is the total count of the customer, I'll gonna use per year. See revenue per year or a customer, I'll gonna use the cards, right? So what is card is available, where it is available? Can someone tell me that? It is not getting open till yet. It is under my report and there is a visualization. Here you can directly open it. Here is the value. See, this is called the cards. Building and formatting the charts, as I said just now, he also just now done it. Arav, right? What he just now did, we created the, we have gone to the insert and get the new visualize. After the new visualize, see, there is one report will come up, and after that you're gonna ask you in which x-axis or in a y-axis what are the measures you want to do it, or what are the tables data you want to insert it, and accordingly your data will be look like this. How you can build the data. See, as per the charts component, it will show you in the x-axis, y-axis, and the value you want to put it. Building and formatting the charts, where you can see that there are more. If you want to go ahead and more color, you can change the color as well. Here you can see add to your visual, more options, and do there is a fill. You can change color to black, blue, red accordingly. See here, you can see that on the object formatting over here, go to the properties and double click on the format. You can see what are the line charts. Can someone give me an answer where the line charts are majorly getting used? Can someone, it's a very, everybody
When
knows
you
it.
are comparing 2 years data,
Time series, I think.
Stock,
Correct.
stock analysis.
Time says correct. All answers are correct. But I want, did you seen it really? Have you seen it in real day life?
yes, in
I'm
my current
definitely
work
sure.
center where I have to work between like comparing my last year's performance as compared to this year's performance, they give me this year data and a line chart where I used to stand last year.
Right. And very basic example, very basic example.
Stock market.
Yes, stock market is the one of them. Second, your heart rate. Very basic, very basic. It gives you the heart rate, right? Pulse with the time gives me what is my pulse rate in between 0 to 200, right? Where you can see that, okay, it is where majorly used the healthcare domain. That is the line chart, right? Filtering option. Here you can, add the data same way. Once you have the visualize, once you have the visualize, there will be a filter option which I showed it yesterday. You can drag all of the columns, whatever you want to do, the sum, if you want to do the counts, and you accordingly it will give you the charts and the visual, right? Let it get open. See, these are the donuts charts. It will just now, showing what is the total number of years with the counts. How many, or you can consider the total income as per the customer or as per the employee, where you can show you who is the highest salary or who is the lowest salary. So you can give you the donuts charts. That is called the donut charts, where you can show me, yeah, this is the highest with the color, and this is the very less, this is the color with the lowest salary in a company, so that we can use. See, why I'm asking you guys, you just have to understand which visualization is suitable for which measures, so that you have to analyze in such a way that conditional formatting, right? If you want to see like any orders, right? If you want to see any series, you want to do it, see majorly with the condition. If you want to put any red in a such a way that if I want to see my return, if goes less than 5%, it should give me a red, right? So see, here is the condition. Data bars, if you can put it on with the orders. Revenue, you can put it as the icon, right? It will give me the on, and background color, if you on it, it will on the basis of the formatting, conditional formatting. See, order, revenue, and the background with the color, right? Those are the condition basis that you can, create the formatting. Tables, as I spoken, what is this table story that we already have it? Customer key, full name, orders, and revenue. It will give me a very good understanding that table view, as we already have seen a lot of times like this. And Excel data, right? It will give me a table view like this. It will do same way in Power BI, it will give me the table view. So if those who missed out, at least they can have a hands on, even though we have in place, there will be a, recordings will be available after some time. So at least those who missed out, they can at least have a look and try to get those hands on in a practice. It went off. Let me close this because it is hanged me. Task manager. Right. Again, text cards, it will give me maybe wanna just this is just an assignment that we talked about, how we can give the top n, that means who is the nth, that means in the text card that we created, right? Who is the total number of, or who is the highest salary in the customer, or who is the highest salary in the employee, sorry, who is the highest customer who has the highest number of sales. Those can be utilized in the cards like this. Top customer, Mr. Murishan, and the order is 6, and revenue is, he has given the $12.4 K.
Your screen is not. I cannot say
Even though you can use
see
the
your
map.
screen.
Yeah, go ahead. Anyone? Yep.
Hello.
Someone want to say something? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I cannot see your screen. I don't know why.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it my voice audible, guys, in the video?
No video.
Is it my voice audible? I believe. Let me restart it again and let me rejoin it, guys. Just hold on for a minute. Let me rejoin it. right? Is it visible now proper? Let me share my screen. Right. So I was talking about now this charts cards where we can have the total number of who is the best customer in the order with the total number of revenue. Right, those cards can be utilized using the cards where we have used it. Right, same way map usuals where you can give what is the total customer with the in which area, so we can use the map, right, and assign the categories. So in same way in the visualize you can say that instead of line chart, bar chart, you can click the map chart. This is for only for region, right? It can give me a very good answer that what are the customers from which region maximum, so I can understand that okay, India is the region where the maximum sale is happening, or they are the one who is giving me or giving me a better sales last quarter. So let's do one thing, maximize this uh, the value of the product that and give them less discount so that the demand should be high, and we can give the or we can increase the value of the any of the product or any of the electronics gadgets that we want to sell it, so we can have a lesser discounts in that region which we already have the good revenue, which we have the very less revenue where we can give the maximum amount of discount. So that understanding we can give by the map usuals. Same way we can do the slice. That means if you want to visualize on the basis of the only the data, let's see if I want to see data with the country, that right, that country code, if you want to see what country, Europe is the region. Inside Europe you're gonna see the France, Germany and United Kingdom. Same way North America you're gonna see a lot of regions. Same way Asia will give you the India, Bangladesh and those stuff, right? Sri Lanka, Pakistan, right? All the Nepal and all the regions will give me this slice. That means this is called calling the hierarchy. We already clear that what are the slice. We can give the drop down range or the drop down values. Same way we can create a new hierarchy and have that the year, month and the day in a year hierarchy. See here you can see what they have used it. They have used the cards, the slicer, what is the revenue or what is the year. Here they said 22, 2022. He has used the revenue between 2022 to 2022. That is drill up and drill down. That means one can show you that the report with the three. If I want to see the report for per month, what we're gonna do? We're gonna get the in x-axis, we're gonna get the data or fetch the data from the start of the month. Same way, start of the week and here the day. Here we're gonna get the data, the line charts with the month, right? Here we're gonna get the data with the week. And here you're gonna get the data with the day. That means we are moving ahead with the month. After the month, okay, I do understand month sale is okay, this much. If I want to see, let's move forward with the week and let's move forward with the day. So you can see that what is the the data which we can get it. What is the sales? So can someone tell me that what is the best approach? Uh, do you know, guys, what is the best? We have this live example, stock market, right? If we want to see the 5 years data, okay, there will be a years. If we want to see 1 day data, there will be a 1 day. You just have to select the last daily data. You're gonna see that data, right? What is the fluctuation between the shares? So that can be used as a drill up and drill down. Same way, filters we're gonna put it, report interaction. You're gonna see that you're gonna put the naming that you can say that okay, these are the orders. You can interact in between both reports. This report says that which order has been having the monthly, yearly, and what is the order and revenue. Where you can say here we can see that naming convention revenue is this much, order is this much, and what is the monthly order. So we can get those simple understanding with the interactions. And you can use the bookmark capture same way. Current state of page, allow the users. That means you can use this bookmark always and put this and share with your always with your colleague or with your friends so that they can also see your visualization, whatever your reports has been created. As I already discussed, what are parameters, how we can create the parameters, right? Parameter is the one here in the modeling. If you go to the modeling, there is a new parameter. If you select that new parameter, there will be two fields, numeric parameter or a field parameters. Numeric parameter, that means first thing parameter will be having the constant values, whatever you wanna give it. Same value will be moving ahead with entire reports or throughout the reports, whether it is numeric 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or fields, that means text, any text. It can include the numbers, also the character. And that parameter can be utilized in R here. See, parameter value, selected value, parameter value. So where you can say that price adjustment. See, as a each time where you can see every 20 dotted line, see it is giving me 0.2 adjustment percentage with the accuracy, and I can get that okay, this data shows me with the start of the week till June 21 to May or June 2022 with the price adjustment of 0.20. So this price adjustment, whichever I have done it, that is a parameter called the numeric parameter. This is the fixed value that we discussed, right? So here how they have done it, we just use the parameter comma 0 and you can put the whatever the value you want to put it. See, you can put 0.2, 0.1. Here minimum value is -1, increment value with the 0.1 and maximum will be 1. This is where you can put the parameters. Inside where you want to put it, like go back to the modeling, new parameters and put the numeric range. Here you can put. And this can be included in your fields. That means into your tables. These are the how you can import other visualization, but I don't think this is required because many visualization is already available. You can use multiple visualization. These are all app source. That means these are the accounts. You need to have a Power BI account, see, to import, and it needs the amount they charge for you for that because it is not a free version. For that you want to add extra some visualization where you need to understand where the Power BI account need to be added and you need to utilize that visualization to show more understanding. And manage joins, as I said, viewing where you can directly show that to this is in the home page I'm talking, right? Manage roles where you can show that okay, you can directly show that what are the view roles and the manage roles. You can see Europe, right? In Europe side, what is the data I can see. So those data can be utilized and seen it. So these are the best practices that we can do. In artificial intelligence, we use the line chart majorly, see, which as per the time series data. Someone said that it's for the time series. It is only for the time. And it's a smart narrative where you can see, okay, it is giving me the time series. Always it is giving me the data with the orders, the maximum orders. And same, we can utilize the key influencer. What are the key formats that we can ask? That means key influencer. What is the best way my business can be improved? Right? how I can increase my business. For that, I need a KPI, that is called key performance indicator, or a key influencer, where I can understand, okay, let's say I want to find out the total number of customer per region. Okay, then if I say that I got the customer lookup, I've got the customer lookup table, and I got the assumption that product lookup table. All right, and region, territory, three tables. I've joined that table for you guys. Let's say I've joined this three table. Let me open this Excel. Let's do a little exercise so that you can understand what are the KPIs that we can include. Let's say I have a customer. If I have, let's say, product and a region. What does the customer table says it? It has the customer ID. Product will have a product ID. And region will have a, let's say, uh, territory, or let's say country. Then we're gonna have a states, cities, right? And region ID. I want to, what is the KPI? KPI, key performance indicator. What it says that, always says that depends on what is the best way how my business can grow to get me that data in future. So what is the best way you can ask me to give me a data so that my future aspects of the business can grow. So let's say I have this three table. I want to see what is the customer customer sorry customer ordered the iPhone per region. This is my KPI, so that I can say that, okay, per region, India region, which is the maximum ordered from, let's say, Mumbai is the city, or a Bangalore is metro cities. Bangalore is the city, Hyderabad is the city, or a Pune is the city, or Chennai. So those metro cities are the one where we can target as per the per region. Okay, I got to know that, okay, these are the regions which are, I can see maximum customers are ordering the iPhone. So this is my key indicators. That is called the key performance indicators, right? Where I need to understand. Can someone tell me from one more KPI? Can someone give me an one more KPI for this? Can someone type in the chat, or can unmute and say that what is the best one more KPI that we can use?
Region ID.
Correct. Region ID cannot be utilized as a uh, the key KPI. This can give me an answer, proper answer, right? So I can utilize, okay.
Product like sale per region or something like.
You can say that the total sale, simple.
Yeah, total sale.
Total sales per, or here is the customer, right? Total sales per product, correct? It is giving me a good answer, good understanding. This is giving me a customer related data. This is giving me a product related data, which says that what is the product has the maximum sales. Here we said, what is the KPI here? What is the iPhone, right? Those who customers ordered the as per the region, and what is the sales that have done it maximum product. That means let's say Samsung or iPhone, Google or Motorola. Those, right? If you see that maximum is iPhone, let's say 17 counts. That means I can see, okay, people are taking the iPhone. So let's do one thing in next quarter, give the discount up to, if we are giving 15% here, let's do 10%. Not to increase very zero, let's do 10%. If Samsung is having assumption 13, right? Again, we're gonna give the 10% of discount. This is our measure. Again, we are giving the measure. Google is having 5, let's say. Let's give the discount in next quarter, here 15%. And let's say yes, there are 0. Let's give the 30% discount with the or a 20 to 25% of discount as per the market. Right? So I can say that okay, let's giving this discount and coupons to the customers across the globe, and let's see what would be the next quarter result and how much we can get it. Right? This is where we got the data analysis ready. This is where we found it from the report, as I said. Right? This is called the key influencer. It plays a very good or very important role. So that's why we need this kind of you know lot of things that we need to go through the AI, or whether we do have to go ahead with the analytics tool. So we need to understand the KPI first, what we need to achieve. Right? In optimization, I don't think this has been because we are using the multiple tools. So I believe you can skip this because performance for now uh, we don't have to bother about. But majorly we usually talked about a lot of things in last class. Even though here just quick recap, I've done it with the whatever we just done it throughout the last 4 session. And I believe please go through those sessions once again, once, because 4 sessions are already ready. So you just have to take care for a last session. That will be sooner. It will gonna come to the community, uh, and then you can go through that and have a understanding first, and then we can so we can close enough to have that understanding. Okay, we know that the Power BI, at least as a DA, as at least I know that the Power BI. Right? Any questions, guys, you want to have in SQL? Any questions you want to have a question with the Power BI? Always welcome. You can ask me questions right away, or if you uh, want to have a little hands-on at your end, and then you want to post a question, that is also fine. We can open for the questions. Because right now you might not think of, okay, I missed out something out, so I need to go back and see. And once I've do this little practice, then I'll come up with a few questions, right? So that you can write those questions and post it in the community. I'll try to answer it for all, I believe, those who have already done it. So I'm gonna give those answers for everyone. Apart from this, those who have just joined it for today, any questions that any random question that anybody has for today? Because it is just a recap of all the 5 sessions that we had today, and it is more about giving you insights. What is each, because we touch each part in the Power BI. What are the columns? How you can add it? How you can delete it? How you can remove it? How you can create a measures? How you can visualize the data? So those stuff we already done it. So this was a quick recap session. So any question you wanna ask it, guys?
No, I have no question, but I just want to know about it. As I said, I missed a lot of information through, yeah, like yesterday's session. But whenever I'm trying to create a report and all of things, definitely I have a question and doubts, all of things after that.
Right.
Yes.
So in case if you heard about let's say you missed out and you want to go ahead and check your the recordings, and after recording you have practiced it and you come up with the questions assumption, then you can post it in the community, or you can ask that uh, I have few questions that need to be addressed. You can directly ask that the office, the Karan or the MIT team, they can directly reach out to me. And these are the questions that all the people have. I'll I'll gonna answer it, and we'll can, or else we'll gonna have it one more session. Those who only have the doubts, we can have a doubt session. We can at the end of the whenever the people or folks those who required it, we can have the at the end of, but that requires how much practice you have done it, right? It is not simply that we already explained it in the video, but you might have missed it, right? So it is not a real question. It is something that you missed it, so that means it is creating an question. If you have a question in terms of the real time example, as I said, that we want to really want to create a few different, let's say I've given you the data. Let's say you want to try with a different data, right? You tried with a different data and you have found some of the issues, then it is a valid scenario. Yes, you have end up with the right questions. Yeah, this is where I'm finding a issue, what I can do it. So those Q&A questions are always welcome, always welcome. So if that is there, I'll gonna have a word that yes, there are few questions you can directly address to the team, and then accordingly we can have a Q&A. So that's why I purposely have this session only for Q&A and quick recap. This session was only for Q&A and the recap. And also those who know, those who wanted the Tableau also, right? So Tableau is also the similar tool, right? So this will also need 2 to 3 sessions. I don't want to mix up the things. If you know the Power BI well, then you should be executed well. I want the execution proper, no confusion in between Power BI and the Tableau. Execution should be well enough, because if somebody gives you the data, you need to play around with the dashboards. I don't want you get confused with the Tableau, get confused with the Power BI. So if you guys needed the Tableau also, I'm gonna have a word, or we're gonna work with the MIT and we can have the sessions also for a Tableau, right? Any other question, guys? I hope Deep was not there in the few of the sessions earlier. I think you're on mute. I'm sorry.
Yesterday, I didn't know there was a class, so I missed it. And in the beginning, when I asked, they said it's not mandatory to attend the class,
Okay.
as we were just starting the classes. But after that, I thought, let me just join it.
Okay.
So I got little bit of knowledge because I didn't know any about any basic knowledge of SQL. But
Right.
now I will start watching those videos again so that I can connect the dots and then
Correct.
learn by myself.
Correct. Correct. So there are already videos are available. Please go through. For last sessions, those who have missed it, the videos will shortly will gonna come to you guys in community very soon. But I will definitely in future. Please do not miss it. If there is a communication problem, please do not miss it, because right now uh, I don't want that your gaps that should be a question. I mean, let's say I want everything should be on the same page. That means you connected the previous lecture with the current. If you want to move ahead, the next topic, you want to understand the last two topics, then you will not get those connections, right? For that, always please, have that in a place that any webinar, majorly with the webinar, right? So always it will be in place with the Saturday, Sundays, I believe. There is one more webinar which will gonna happen on for the Python data analytics, right? So this will gonna have a very much prior information. So keep your, dates ready and join it with a very, in a such a way that at least you can get the maximum knowledge. That is the output. You should have it. At least I can get the 100 out of, not 100. I know 100 out of 100, nobody gets it. At least 80 to 90%, at least. So that I can, once I do the practice, I'll be able to get the 100. So that is what, the intent would be. All right, guys. I have already shared the PPTs. I already share the datas. You guys already have the videos in place. Please watch it. Everything is available. For yesterday's, it will be sooner. It will gonna get it. And once you have it, please watch it. Take your time out and go ahead. It is having almost 2.5 or 3 years, 3 hours of the recording. Please watch it, and then you can try parallelly. All right. Any questions from anyone? So that we can wrap up. I purposely created this session for Q&A. I supposed to have that question. Anybody has it? Yep. If there are no questions, we can wrap up this for a webinar for a Power BI. Still, you have any questions? As I said, you can mention those. Put down your questions. Give it to the community, and I'll try to answer them all of a. Or we can have a one more Q&A session for only for those guys, those who's having the doubts, right? It will be a separate session for the Q&A because I don't want to create unnecessary Q&A session. Those who do not have the questions basically, right?
Yeah, sure. I will definitely try to create the report and all of things, and definitely
Sure.
want to create like
Yep.
question and all of things.
Yep. Try to create it. It will be a great
Yes.
learning. Believe me, guys. Believe me,
Yeah,
it will be
because
a great learning.
after practicing, it will create a question and all of things.
Right. And also the SQL. Make sure. Try to learn the SQL also. These are the two major things for a data analytics. Wherever you go, SQL, Python, if you know, is fine. Python, little bit about Python, it's all right. I mean, there is not a much deep learning of the Python. If you know the basics, if you know the basic commands, my previous class, those who attended, it was a Python lecture. There were basic commands. If there are basic programs, you know the interfaces, it's fine. It is all fine because we have the Python library available. You can get all the functions available. You just have to put it. But if you know the advanced SQL well, if you know the data well, then it's very good to have as a data analytics. You can crack any of the interviews at least majorly. And these tools is I'm talking Power BI and Tableau. Yeah. All right, guys. Then if no questions, we're gonna wrap up for today. If you still have a questions, as I mentioned, you can write it down. We can have a workaround. We're gonna try to have your queries answered, and we'll meet you in the next lecture, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thank
Have a
you.
good night. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.